Chris. How are you?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm good. How are
Good. How
you?
are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. And of course, thank you so much for giving us the time, Ruji. And of course, we would like to say thank you to our nurses for giving us their time. And of course, we are live in our Facebook page so that other nurses can also join to our discussion today about the opportunities for nurses in Australia. And we are excited to hear that. And of course, first of all, my name is Chris from Nasya Business Consultancy Services. Also, we are the most innovative processing agency in the country. We provide assistance to medical professionals around the globe with regard to their licensure exam application. And we are the only processing agency that has a mobile app intended for the licensure. And of course, today we will discuss the opportunity for nurses in Australia. So we have on board from the team of NETA all the way from Australia. I give you the floor, Miss Ruji, and of course their founder and CEO, Miss Carissa.
Hello. Thank
Hello.
you,
Thank you,
Chris.
Chris.
I'm Rosie, and I am Administration and Accounts Officer here at College of Nursing Education and Training Australia. And here with me we have Carissa, who is the CEO and founder of College of NETA. And thank you everyone for joining in today. And we will be discussing about your pathway to become a registered nurse here in Australia. Okay, can everyone see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
All right. Okay. So I think it's for 402, which is 102 there. So let's keep going. So thank you everyone again for joining. And we are College of Nursing Education and Training Australia, and we are your end-to-end solution for your nursing careers in Australia. So we work in partnership with NETA Recruitment. So we provide you end-to-end solution for your nursing career here in Australia. So moving forward. So what will we discuss today? We will discuss a bit about ourselves, which College of Nursing Education and Training Australia and NETA Recruitment, a little story about how we emerged, vision, mission, and value, and why Australia, how can we help you, and how can you contact us. So a bit about ourselves is College of Nursing Education and Training Australia is a registered training organization approved by Australian government to deliver nationally accredited courses. So we provide nationally accredited courses which is Certificate 3 in Health Services Assistant and provide first aid. So the college also delivers non-accredited courses, that is outcome-based assessment and CLICS and OSCE. So we help overseas nurses to prepare for a registration here in Australia. So NETA Recruitment works along with College of NETA. So the NETA Recruitment ensures all the candidates of NETA has a guaranteed work as a registered nurse or AIN position while they work as while they work as AIN and prepare for OBA on site. And we're based at Wagga Wagga, New South Wales, and I am here at Wagga Wagga. So as Carissa, we're here at Wagga Wagga, New South Wales. A little story about us. So this is the little story about how we emerged, how College of Nursing Education emerged. So you can see Carissa here. She is the founder and CEO of College of NETA, and this is Deepak, and he's the director of business operation, and this is their two lovely kids, Kaden and Katie. So Carissa works as nurse educator for a new grad nurses at Murrumbidgee Local Health District. I think it would be best for me to let Carissa to introduce herself than telling me the story.
So thank you very much for the opportunity to discuss the pathways for our registered nurses in the Philippines to come here in Australia. So just a little bit of story about us. So that's myself, my partner in crime, so as my partner in life, my dear hubby, and our two little children, Kaden and Katie. So we emerged as a college because of our pursuit to help overseas nurses. My husband is from Nepal and I am from the Philippines. And we ourselves have the experience of how it is to be migrants. And it's a new place for us, and also a very new culture for us. So we understand how immigrants feel when they come here in Australia. And so we thought, because we have the capacity to help at this stage, and I'm a nurse myself, I was a nurse in Cebu, Philippines, and I'm born and bred in Cebu, Philippines, and I'm also Bisaya, if a majority of you here are also Bisaya. And we thought that being a nurse and a nurse educator in Australia, we're able to help find some pathways for our students. And hence, College of Nursing Education and Training Australia has emerged. Thank you very much, Roji. And yes, if you have any questions, I know that there are people writing down in the chat box. I'll also try to be active there. But yeah, thank you so much, Roji.
Thank you, Carissa. Okay, let's proceed further. Okay, so let's discuss a few fast facts about College of NETA. So we are the leading provider for NCLEX and OSCE in Australia. We are the first and the pioneering one to provide NCLEX and OSCE. So we were awarded as the most trusted nursing education for overseas nurses by a Global Management Excellence Award in October 2022. Also, we were awarded as NCLEX and OSCE Review Provider for Overseas Nurses of the Year, and we received it in December 2022 by Business Achievement and Recognition Award. So this is our facility here at Wagga Wagga. This is a state-of-art facility. You'll have everything you need to pass the NCLEX and OSCE, and you'll have more than enough resources from your learners portal to classes. You'll have tools, pathway, cheat sheets, and you can contact educator anytime from your start till finish. So you'll have everything you need in the facility. And to know more about the facility, you can also check our Facebook account and select a facility tour. You'll be able to see how our facility looks like. So you'll have a more understanding of the place and what's in it. Okay, so we also take part in the contribution for the greater good of where we live and work. So this is one of the stalls that we put in our Wagga. There was a festival here, so this is a free health checkup booth. We put to provide free blood pressure check and the blood sugar check to the community. So we actively take part in these programs, and we love to contribute to the community. So NETA recruitment works in partnership with College of NETA, and the NETA recruitment will introduce you to the employers while you prepare for OBA with us, meaning you can work as AIN while you prepare for OBA with us. So this is one of our successful candidate, Krista. This is only the one example on the screen, but there are lots of behind. So she's one of our successful candidates who was working as AIN, and when she got the registration, she is now working as registered nurse. So let's discuss a bit about our vision and mission. So the vision of College of Nursing Education Training Australia is the preferred education and training provider for all nurses and nurses of the future. Our mission is we provide nurses to be safe, competent, and compassionate in their profession according to the standard expected by the global health industry. And our values is knowledge, support, we respect, teamwork, and we believe in transparency. So since we are all here and we all want to apply for registered nurse here in Australia, can anyone tell me why do you want to go to Australia, or why you choose Australia? So as we all know that Australia is the most livable country. So Australia is really a multicultural country, and you'll have lots of communities here, lots of friendly people here. So it is the most livable country in the world, I would say. I'm loving it. And there is a safer and friendlier community in Australia. So all the people here are really helpful, and you won't feel like it is really safe here. There is a free healthcare and education system once you're a permanent resident here. You'll have a work-life balance, meaning you'll have your time, and you'll have your time. You can spend your time with family. You can also have a work-life balance, meaning you can take a leave and go out with your family somewhere. So there will be a work-life balance here, and empowered nurse. So this is an annual report of 2022 by a nursing workforce in NSW today. So as you can see on the screen, these are the shortages, or these are the vacant position available here in NSW. So there are 14,890 enrolled nurses vacancies. The Australia needs 96,585 registered nurses and 1,750 midwives. So as you can see, the nurses are in demand. So there are lots of opportunities here in Australia. So these are a few of our passers and click the OSCE passers that we can fit on the screen, but there are more than 300 passers already, so we can't really fit everyone. So these are only a few of our registered nurses. Once you are registered in APRA, once you have successfully got the registration in APRA, you can actually see yourself in, you can actually go to APRA's website and search your name there. You can find your details here. So if you want to check if someone is a registered nurse or if it's valid, or want to check your registration, you can go to APRA's website and put on your details. You can find the registration details there. So this is a few of our facility where we provide OSCE face-to-face sessions. Some of them are in Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Brisbane, and Wagga Wagga. And these are our students enjoying their OSCE face-to-face session. So before we start the registration process, the first thing that we need to do is self-check from APRA, and it's free. So how can you do it is you can go to our website, www.nursingeta.com, go to courses, scroll all the way down, you'll see this pink tile button there that says self-check. Click on this self-check and enter your details, your qualification, which university did you graduate, which year did you graduate. So enter all of those details, and it will ask you to create an account in APRA if you're eligible, and if you're eligible, it will give you a stream. So there are 3 streams here. Stream A, candidates can apply for registration directly. Stream B will be the ones who will be going through OBA and NCLEX and OSCE. And Stream C are not qualified for the registration process. If you need more help with doing self-check, then Nasya can also help you to do the self-check. So this is how your screen looks like when you've done self-check. You should be a Stream B candidate, and you'll get these 6 steps, which I'll discuss in details in the next slide. So how College of NETA can help you. So we have 2 pathways for internationally qualified nurses to help you apply for registration here in Australia. So we do have self-funded and employer-sponsored pathway. For the self-funded pathway, you will be the one shouldering all the expenses for your registration, including your exam fee, your registration fee, and your preparation course fee. If you want to know more about the courses that we provide, then visit our website www.nursingeta.com, and we can help you in preparing for NCLEX and OSCE preparation course. And don't worry, we can also help you after registration to get the registered nurse positions if you want to go through self-funded pathway. So this is the steps that you'll go through when you apply for registration. So the first one is IQLM fee. You'll be paying 410 Australian dollar to APRA to proceed further once you've done self-check. The second step will be orientation. It is a recorded video that you'll have to watch through APRA's account when you open your account in APRA. You just have to watch this video and then proceed further to portfolio stage. So in this step, you'll have to certify your documents and submit your documents to APRA. The third step will be MCQ, which is NCLEX. The exam fee is $350, and it can be paid in 2 parts, $200 USD when you apply for ATT and $150 when you are booking your exam. So for OSCE, the exam fee is 4,000 Australian dollars, and for at the last stage, that is apply for registration, the fee is 489 Australian dollars. So once you've done self-check and you're a Stream B candidate, if you want to go through self-funded pathway, this is the best. You can enroll to the course on the first step while you are paying once you've paid 410, or as soon as you know you are a Stream B candidate. So if you visit our website, the provided website, you can find the course details there and how much is the preparation course fee. So as discussed below, in the IQNM fee, you don't have to submit any documents. In the the orientation part 1, also you don't have to submit any documents. In the portfolio, you'll have to submit your certified documents of your proof of identity, the qualification documents, and the certificate of registration from your home country, and your passport, that is proof of ID. So once you've submitted your documents, you'll move to MCQ. So you will have to prepare for your NCLEX exam, book your exam, take the exam, and once you pass NCLEX, you'll move to OSCE, and then once you pass OSCE, you'll apply for registration. So let's discuss about employer-sponsored pathway and how can we help you. So in this pathway, we will help you introduce you to the employers. So and also this is your opportunity to know your employers better and proceed with the recruitment process. And NETA Recruitment helps you process your documents for nursing. So we will help you in processing your documents. We will help you and guide you, assist you through the process. And also our migration team will process your documents to come over here and work as AIN while you prepare for OBA. So NETA Recruitment has already placed hundreds of students to the suitable employers. And our partner migration agent has been helping migrants moving to Australia. So in this program, the employer will pay your training fee. So depending upon the agreement, you may pay this back as an installment basis, or most employers offer this as an incentive. This is just an introduction. I'll discuss in details about these topics in next slide. So College of NETA will help you get ready for your examination. So we will target to take NCLEX in 3 months' time of employment and OSCE in 6 months' time of employment. And also, if you need help to make the payment, or if you need help in paying the OSCE fee to APRA, which is the 4,000 Australian dollar, then NETA can loan you the money. But yes, you'll have to pay it back. And some of the employers will cover this fee also, so it really depends upon employers. Does it sound really good, and are you excited? So yes, let's proceed further. So let's discuss in brief about what's the process of employer-sponsored pathway. The first step will be self-check. You'd have to do self-check from APRA and send your CV to us. You'll have to be a Stream B candidate and send your CV to us. And once you are qualified, once we check your eligibility, then we will invite you to attend the stage 1 interview. This will be an interview with us, with our educator. Once you pass this interview 1, then you'll be paying a commitment fee, which is Australian $1,000. That is 3,800 peso. So then after paying the commitment fee, then the employer will be in contact with you to schedule your second interview. Once you pass the second interview, then your visa processing will start. And once you have gained your visa, or once you have obtained your visa, then you'll have a pre and post departure orientation from us. And you will come to Australia and you can start working as assistant in nursing while you prepare for your registration. And you'll take your NCLEX and OSCE. So you will be our target is to get you registered in 12-month time. So you'll be on a employer-sponsored visa, and then once you will be working with employer for about 2 years. And once you have your registration, you'll also have an option to apply for a skilled visa, or you can also proceed through employer-sponsored visa. So let's check about the eligibility. What's the eligibility to apply for your employer-sponsored pathway? So you need to be a registered nurse in your home country. You have to have a bachelor's of nursing, a bachelor's of science in nursing, and you have to have at least 2 years of current experience as a registered nurse. There is no there is no age limit, but if you're looking to apply for a permanent residency, then the cutoff age is 45 years. Okay, so you've submitted your self-check result, your CV, and you've gone through stage 1 interview. After passing the stage 1 interview, then as mentioned ago, you'll be paying 1,000 the commitment fee. Then we would recommend you to take your IELTS or PT or OET. You will need at least 4.5 for the employer-sponsored visa, but for your registration, you will need 7 in each. So while you are taking IELTS, PT, or OET, it's good to target 7 in each band so that you can use it both for your employer-sponsored, so for the visa as well as your registration. So we will also recommend you to take apply for your international police check, and also you'll need to, we recommend you to make your certified copy of your passport ready. If you're working, you will need your pay slip or a employment certificate, and we will also require you to prepare your 2 current pay slip bank statement that will show that you're receiving a payment from your work, and also on side you'll be preparing for NCLEX if you haven't prepared. So after passing NCLEX and fulfilling the requirement, you'll be going to stage 2 interview. So few of the employers we have, they want you to come here and prepare for NCLEX and OSCE, but few of the employers, they want you to prepare for NCLEX overseas and come here for OSCE. So it really depends on the demand at that time. But the employers that we have at the moment, they want you to get the visa, come here and prepare for NCLEX and OSCE. So you'll have stage 2 interview with employers. If you pass the interview with employers, you'll apply for visa. Once your visa is approved, you'll have pre-departure orientation and post-departure orientation. So the pre-departure orientation will be provided by our Philippines team. So we do have Carla and Mikay there who can help you with pre-departure information. And so once you are here in Australia, you will have a post-departure information with us. So you'll have 1 week of orientation with NETA to discuss about Australian culture and practices. We will also provide you first aid and manual handling training, which is really important for you to work as assistant in nursing. And we will also help you process your identity documents, and also if you have to work here in Australia, you will need a tax file number, so we will help you apply that. We will help you create bank accounts, so we will help you in that aspect. So the employer will meet you on the 2nd week of arrival, and so the employer will take you to the workplace where you'll be working. There will be a welcome barbecue party in the community as well for you to welcome and to be a part of the community. And there will be a weekly catch-up with educator. So we will organize a weekly catch-up with you and educators to ensure the training program is followed and support is provided to you. You are required to attend the classes and the training, so there has to be 90% of attendance, and the employer will help you in rostering and taking leave. So the employer knows that when you have your classes, when you need to take off for your preparation, so you will be rostered according to it, and you prepare for OSCE. So after passing OSCE, that is our target within 1 year, you apply for registration. The same employer will employ you as a registered nurse, so they can provide you a sponsorship visa, and you have to stay with employer for 2 years, depending upon the circumstances or the contract you have with employers, before applying for permanent residency. So in a nutshell, so to revise, if you go through employer-sponsored pathway, the stage 1 will be you'll have to do self-check and submit your resume to NETA. Then if you succeed, you will be invited for stage 1 interview. You'll be paying commitment fee. The stage 2 will be interview with employers. Once you pass the employers, then you will come here. The visa processing will start, and then you'll come here and start your preparation. So the next is retention is important. So it is very important for you to stay with your employer, as the employers and NETA, we will try to make you a very friendly environment and supporting working environment. The employers are really supportive as well, and they're friendly. The Australian work culture is really different. They're really friendly. And so the employers or the College of NETA will liaise with the community group council to welcome the candidates, as discussed earlier. The College of NETA will provide the pre-departure orientation on arrival of orientation, so about Australia, opening bank account, TF and 100 points. That is a post-orientation that you'll receive with NETA. And you'll also have a first aid training, which I mentioned that it is very crucial for you to work as assistant in nursing. And you will travel with friends, colleagues, and build a friendship. You can stay in accommodation together. So what happens is when you are in Australia and you won't be sent in a workplace alone. So you'll have a group of students, you'll have a group of friends which you will go together in that facility to work together. So you won't be alone there. You'll have someone, you'll have friends there. So the employers are also happy to provide you accommodation in there. Some of the employers, they provide 1 month free accommodation. Some of them are happy to provide 3 months accommodation. So it really depends upon employers, but you will at least have the accommodation there. So while you are staying there, you'll have a chance to go outside, look for accommodation that fits you in. You will also have a group of friends, so you can all rent out the same place. You can share the accommodation and rent. So these are few of the salaries. The salary that a registered nurse earns in Australia. So it depends upon year. So as you can see, on the first year, a registered nurse earns $1,259 a week, right? So the starting salary would be $33.13. So it really it keeps on increasing if you're doing night shift, if you're doing evening shift, or if you are doing in Saturdays or Sundays, or if you're doing in public holiday, the rate increases as per that. So as you can see, the public holidays is you'll have 150%, that is $49 an hour. If you're working on Sundays, that would be 75%, that is $24.84. As you work, or as you sorry, just got stuck. Okay, so it's the compensation for you to leave your meal with the family, or you're sacrificing your time with the family on Saturday and Sundays. So it's for you. It's a compensation for you. So once you are RN, then there are a lot of opportunities available across Australia. So these are a few of the benefits that you will be receiving once you are a registered nurse. So you'll have annual leave of 4 to 6 weeks. If you are a newly parent, then you will be having a paid parental leave up to 1 year, and there will be a flexible working arrangement until your child turns 5 years of age. So there is a flexibility there. And you'll also have meal and entertainment allowances of up to $2,500 a year. So you'll also have a novated car lease, which you can drive immediately, and you'll be paying the car loan in installment from your salary. And you'll also have a free fitness passport, and you'll have a relocation assistance. So your employers will be paying your accommodation and transportation fee. If you move to rural or remote areas or regional placement, then there will be a compensation fee or sign-up bonus. So you'll be getting 10,000 Australian dollar if you move to those areas. And also you'll have a career development progression. So there are lots of opportunities available once you are a registered nurse. So you can pursue your registration. You can also establish as a nurse practitioner. and the education and professional development support. So if you want to upgrade your qualification, if you want to study further than that, there are lots of opportunities available once you're a registered nurse. What if you don't have money for all the processes? Are you eligible for the process? Okay, so I've mentioned before the eligibility requirements. Just a sec, I'll share the screen again. Okay, here. So if you are a registered nurse, if you have at least 2 years of current experience, and you are a Stream B candidate, then yes, you can be eligible for employer sponsored, where you will have to pay 1,000 Australian dollar only, and then the employers will be paying your registration fee. Some of the employers are happy to pay all the registration fee as well. Some of them you'll have to pay, but if you need help with funds, then as mentioned earlier, we can help you loan the fee from NETA and you can pay it back. So you have two pathways, either loan it from NETA, or you can, if you're eligible for employer sponsored, then you can proceed with the employer sponsored pathway. Just send us your CV to careers@nursingeta.com.
I think for the purpose of this information session, we are happy for everyone to send their CV to Sir Chris or to Nasya, because there will be an initial screening as well from Nasya, and then we will also ask Nasya to help you with your APRA account. So if all CVs can go through Nasya, that would be good. We will collect all of them, and then we can put all Nasya candidates together, so you'll also build a community when you go to your employer.
Is a community nurse eligible to apply? Sorry, you were saying something.
Now, I was about to add, sorry, I will answer that question later on, but I was about to add, with eligibility, if you are going through the employer sponsored, the meaning of employer sponsorship means that the College of NETA will be taking you on board to do the training, and the employer will be sponsoring you as an individual to be able to come to Australia. So the employer will carry the obligations of whatever you do in Australia, which basically means that whatever you do, whether you take debt, you commit a crime, or whatever you do in Australia, the one that is responsible, who has pledged their hands up that this is a good person, we will pledge this person to come to Australia, will be your employer. So when it comes to fees, the sponsorship of the fees, because I know the sponsorship in Philippines would mean different way. So with this fees, sponsorship, for the fees, some employers will say we can cover all of the examination fees and training fees. There are also some employers will say, look, we understand you don't have money right now, we will pay for everything, we will take that through salary deduction. There's also something like that. There's only one employer who only pays for the APRA fees and not the who only pays for the preparation fee and not the APRA fee. But we are willing to loan that money to you for as long as you have a contract with your employer. That will be your security. That will be our security that you're going to pay College of NETA back, because you will already be earning a salary from your employer. So it will be through a salary deduction as well. So money problem is solved.
There is another question. Is the community nurse eligible to apply?
Am I going to answer that because I'm the one who's clinical? So sorry, Roji.
That's okay.
Any nursing experience in any field for as long as you're using your knowledge and skills as a registered nurse, which means you can be a school nurse, a community nurse, a clinic nurse, what else? A dental nurse, an emergency nurse, medical surgical ward nurse, a teacher for nurses, we call it clinical instructors, or if you're doing a PhD, a master's in nursing, that can also be considered as an experience because you're using your knowledge and skills as a registered nurse. So yes, community nursing is good. Thanks, Roji.
How will you pay back if you're going to be a student or in training? Is it possible to have work while studying or while in training? I think that's the purpose of this information session, that you will be working as AI and assistant in nursing and you'll be earning while you're preparing OBA, which is NCLEX and OSCE with NETA. I'm not a registered nurse. Can I still be eligible if I am a degree holder as a nurse? You need to have your registration. You need to have a registration certificate from PRC. Is it necessary to have a clinical experience to apply? Yes, 2 years clinical experience as a registered nurse. All documents are available now. I have a challenge of monetary issues, so I'm kindly asking for a loan to begin the process. So how do I go about it to get a loan? Okay. So you can contact us. We will check your eligibility. You can send your CV to Nasya first. They will screen your CV and they will send back to us, and then we'll have a look, because we do have a recruitment team who looks into this process. I'm a fresh graduate of nursing, but I don't have a PRC license. Should I take OBA pathway after I pass the board exam? Yes. I would like to proceed. Please help. Yes, please send your CV to Nasya and then we will be able to help. I worked for a non-profit foundation for 10 years as a physiosocial nurse. Is that considered as a nursing experience? Yes, it is. I think that's all. Does anyone have any questions?
I think it's very good that there are a number of questions, and for sure there'll be a lot of questions after this information session, so please feel free to reach out to Nasya. Nasya will be able to forward all queries or put them all together, or should there be a need for another information session, we're happy to do that as well. So but if you have any questions like right now, feel free while we are here. Otherwise, we are always contactable. So Sir Chris and Sir Chris team from Nasya will be able to help you out as well. But the first thing that is really important is for you to do your self-check, and Nasya will be able to help you do that. I think that's it. Sir Chris, are you there? Raji, is there anything else you need to add?
I think that's all from my side.
We'll wait for you guys. We are in the process of our second batch of interview now. So hopefully you will get in for the third batch of the interview. So just send your CV to Sir Chris or to Sir Chris team in Nasya. I think the email address is there in the chat box. It's support@nasya.ph for free assessment and evaluation. All right. Sir Chris said that they have a little bit of internet problems, so they will get back in a while. But yeah, if you have any questions, we'll stay here until Sir Chris gets back.
Yep, just do your self-check if you haven't, because that's the initial stage of starting your registration process.
A pre-assessment and evaluation of the NCLEX Australia. So we will be sending you initial requirements that you can submit for us to proceed with the pre-assessment and evaluation. And you can also send your CV or resume together with the requirements for us to forward that one to NETA for you to proceed with the process. So hearing these opportunities and information would really help our nurses to achieve their dream of working in Australia as a registered nurse.
With a very minimum fee, almost free.
Yeah. NETA will help you with the NCLEX preparation and the OSCE preparation, and the assurance that you pass and you can work in Australia is actually there. So all you need to do is to commit and have the discipline with the exam preparation and review, and the most important thing is to start. So do you have any other questions, nurses?
I think we've covered all, Sir Chris.
Yes. So yes, Miss Carissa. Thank you so much, Miss Carissa, for your time, and Ruji. So moving forward, if these nurses have questions and concern, we can just send them to our channel, and then we can also have a next orientation if there are more nurses who will be joining to this section. And thank you so much for your time, and for nurses with your all RN good. Have a blessed day, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you.